is Tatra. This is day 16, and yeah, stuff. Anyway, my progress so far, I've done really well. Remember I was talking about insanity plan for the 5K weekend? Managed to write a 30,000 word novella in 3 days, so that was fun, and that really boosted my progress up. I've got about 71,000 words, and 52,000 of that is fiction, so I'm doing really well, and I'm really ahead, so I'm happy. Anyway, if you're interested in how the novella kind of came together, I got more stuff in my progress thread, Bending Light, in the progress thread forums. And speaking of challenges, you can now sign up for the I Have a Dream challenge, and that starts on Monday, so check it out. And speaking of challenges, as you know, we've been shooting around little challenges amongst us one-a-day WriYers and yourself, if you're interested, and here is my response to Aaron's. We'll start with Aaron. And getting this on my cell phone. There it is. Anyway, so this is for Pointless Adventures. Some of the first few words that I've written in 2014 for WriYe was a novel that, well, I've talked about it before, so you know that I randomly started it. And I'm only just now plotting out some details, so, but anyway, I edited this slightly, but it still has some loose bolts and such. But anyway, here you are. Alright. Pointless Adventures of Quake and Ice. Ice Shadow Rose slumped into a seat, leaning his head against his arm, and looked down at the professor. He rather thought that this was the professor of goat studies, though he probably was wrong about that. On principle, he didn't pay too much attention to class. He vaguely recognized the other student in the room, though he was usually nothing more than a blur that came in the middle of the class and disrupted it. I expect that the two of you know why you're here, the professor said. He sounded rather disapproving, but on the whole, every professor that addressed Ice always sounded that way. He could also imagine that the other student got more of the same treatment, given how the professors always lectured him in the middle of class. Well? Oh, you expected an answer? Ice asked, blinking at the guy. He'd gotten used to rhetorical questions being directed at him. Teacher, I have no idea why I'm here, Quake said, raising his arm up high. Are you sure you got the right guy? The two of you are the only ones who got a failing grade on the exam, the professor said. Even worse, the two of you didn't even bother to fill out the answer sheet. I understood everything. I couldn't be bothered to pick up the quill, I said. That's the trouble, the professor said. The two of you are brilliant, but if you could just try harder, then maybe we'll get somewhere. I thought I answered all the questions, but I guess I didn't actually write them down, huh? Quake said. Hey, would you like a cookie? That is the other reason why the two of you are here. You're the only ones who disrupt the whole class with your foolishness, the professor said. I wouldn't say that I was particularly foolish, I said. It might not inconvenience you, but it does the others when the professors have to wake you up in the middle of the class, the professor said. So, that's like the first 357 words, I think it is, of Quake and Ice. And, so yeah, that's going good. And the chart I have in the answer of Pi's challenge is also relating to this. It's describing the, interactions between Ice and the other characters in his life, because he attracts interesting stuff. We have the brother up here, and we got his mentor, and this guy also mentors this other student, and they're forced to work together, and Ice doesn't really like him, and then Ice has a friend over here, and I'm still figuring him out. And then here is Quake, the other title character, who's kind of forced himself into Ice's life, and is the instigator in a lot of the chaos. So, yeah. Anyway, I think that's everything for now, and, So yeah, I'll see you next week with more stuff. And I'll do the other challenges, post them all before next week. So see ya!